American figure skater and world champion Ilia Malinin discussed the possibility of performing a quintuple jump at the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan. He noted that he is ready to perform it on the ice in Italy. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. To do it or not to do it. I'm keeping you in suspense. Should I give you a hint? Sometimes I give too many hints. Physically, I'm ready. If the right moment comes, you'll see it. Do I feel responsible for the further development of the sport? It's not so much a responsibility as a passion for figure skating, the opportunity to give it my all, to show off my personality, and to express myself through technical ability and artistic values. I always say that figure skating is an extension of your personality. I think everyone should bring that to their skating. That's what makes our sport so beautiful and special, Reuters quotes Malin as saying. Popular American rapper Snoop Dogg believes that two-time world champion figure skater Ilia Malinin should win gold at the 2026 Olympic Games in Italy. I saw him do a somersault and land on his feet. I thought, okay, give him gold right now? The rapper said on Access Hollywood. Snoop Dogg is the honorary coach of the U.S. team at the 2026 Olympic Games in Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo. He will also work for the American television channel NBC and the streaming service Peacock. The opening ceremony of the 2026 Olympic Games will take place on February 6, with the first competitions beginning today, February 4. A total of 116 medal events will be awarded at the Games.
Вышло после Нового года, да, 2, 3, 4 число, прям здорово.
13 Russian athletes will compete in the Games. Honored Russian figure skating coach Eteri Tutberidze believes that some of her players have significantly raised the level of women's single skating worldwide, a level we must now strive to emulate. We ourselves changed the world at some point. Maybe they were extraordinary athletes. No doubt, but they were. Naturally, we wanted to show them what they could do. We brought it out of them, showed it, and now it's like we have to match it, Tutberidze said in the ACO series, The Tutberidze Method. Tutberidze's players, Alexandra Trusova, Anna Shcherbakova, Kamila Valieva, and Alina Kastornaya, are known for their execution of the most difficult ultra-C elements, quadruple jumps and the triple axel. Trusova became the first woman at the 2022 Olympics to land 5 quadruple jumps in her free skate. Tutberidze's protege, Adelia Petrosyan, will compete at the 2026 Olympics. Tutberidze's skaters won gold and silver medals in women's singles at the 2018 and 2022 Olympics and became world and European champions. Tutberidze's student, Yulia Lipnitskaya, became the Olympic champion in the team event in 2014. I completely disagree with the statement that I'm used to my athletes always winning gold. No, it varies, really. You're expecting something there. It's complicated here. I don't yet understand how it will be at the 2026 Olympics. It's all in our hands anyway. Gestures upward. We'll see. But it seems like it should be interesting. I told Adelia, Adele, as if it should be interesting to see what the outcome will be, Tutberidze said. After we discovered our injury, different doctors recommended completely different outcomes. Some said it was time to stop skating, others said we'd have to wear a cast for 3 months. But one doctor said, what's the problem? I can get her ready for the competition. This doctor is in Munich, Germany. We've been going to him for 100 years, since Polina Tsarskaya and Anna Shcherbakova went to him for surgery. He's a true sports doctor and confidently said, I'll get her ready for China. They twisted and turned her around, adjusted some things. He gave Adelia exercises that were supposed to increase her range of motion over time. Which is basically what happened, Tutberidze said. 3-time Russian figure skating champion Adelia Petrosyan said she competed in the 2025 Olympic qualifying tournament in Beijing with an injury. We arrived in Krasnoyarsk, and about 4 or 5 days before our flight to Beijing, my jumps started to improve little by little. Time was tight, and they weren't perfect yet, but I finally felt my leg for the first time in a long time, and was able to work with it and control my movements. Before that, I had ankle problems for 3 weeks. The boot was pinching me, my foot was swelling, and I couldn't glide properly, let alone jump. I was completely out of shape, practically without a leg. Everything was just so painful, and I couldn't feel my jumps because of the pain. I couldn't imagine how I could even skate through the program properly, let alone jump. Well, fortunately, everything worked out well, Petrosyan said in the ACO series, The Tutberidze Method. 18-year-old Adelia Petrosyan became the only Russian figure skater admitted to the 2026 Olympic qualifying tournament, which took place in Beijing in September 2025. Adelia placed first in the qualifying competition, earning her the opportunity to represent Russia at the 2026 Olympic Games in Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo. Tutberidze named the jumps Petrosyan needs to perform to compete for an Olympic medal. Probably, to compete for the podium, her short program should include an ultra-C jump and a triple axel. With a triple axel, she'll get closer to 70 points, and that'll carry her through to the last or second to last warm-up, where she needs to do the bare minimum, either a super clean skate with one quadruple jump, or two ultra-C jumps. It could be one toe loop and one axel, or it could be two toe loops, Tutberidze said in the ACO series, The Tutberidze Method. 3-time Olympic champion, 10-time world champion in pairs skating, and current State Duma deputy Irina Ranina shared her expectations for Russian figure skaters Adelia Petrosyan and Petr Gumenik at the 2026 Olympic Games in Italy. First and foremost, I expect a good performance from Petrosyan and Gumenik at the Olympics. Why do we always talk about chances? That's the beauty of sport, and especially the Olympic Games. Everything people try to predict doesn't always come true. Enjoy the competition, the process itself. It's already exciting that Russian athletes will be competing at these Olympics. We'll be waiting. We weren't there for 4 years, and skiers and biathletes weren't allowed. I wish Adelia, Petr, and all our athletes success and good luck at the Olympic Games, so they know the entire country will be rooting for them and cheering for them, Ranina said in an interview with championship correspondent Vladimir Chetverik. 2015 world and European champion Russian figure skater Elizaveta Tiktamasheva will serve as a correspondent for the ACO streaming service at the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan. The service announced the news today, February 4. A total of 13 people will be working for the online cinema service at the Olympics. Our correspondents will follow the main disciplines in 6 categories live from the scene, show behind-the-scenes footage of the games, and promptly share the highlights of the competitions, ACO writes on its Telegram channel. Tiktamasheva, I was already in Sochi in 2014 as a spectator. I thought I'd finally get to go to the Olympics, but I don't have any particular emotions about it. I'm just happy to be there. It's Milan. I haven't been there in so many years. It's not just shopping, it's the cuisine, the ancient streets, the limoncello. Okay, just lemons, ha. I'm really looking forward to it. But the most important thing for me is to do a good job. And everything else will come later, Sport24 quotes Tiktamasheva as saying.